Hello and welcome back to the next episode of Mount Your Friends with Cian and Darren. Cian, say hi.
What's up?
Shut up. Darren, say something.
Hello.
Okay, last episode we were playing
Nice.
vertical. Normal, sorry, I'm actually distracted because I'm the first one going here. I'm King Cat. Okay. Let me just get the foot on the goat.
Lodge your foot right in there.
Yeah, getting it right in there. If you don't understand what's happening here, maybe you should watch the first episode, okay? It's very careless of you not to watch the first episode. Shame, shame. Shame on your family. Oh. That's a nice triumphant pose there.
Claiming victory already.
Claiming victory already. So this game mode is what we call space game mode. You know, and it's also in horizontal. So instead of climbing vertically, you climb horizontally. Okay, now in space, there's different gravity rules, so it allows for interesting jumps. You can fling yourself around the place, and if you're not careful, you can fling yourself out of existence. Okay, so this is Darren here playing with Nicolas Cage.
Nice.
Got himself some good distance there, although I don't see that pose causing any trouble for Cian here. Obviously, you know, players can strike difficult poses to make things harder for their opponents. That's always an aspect of the game. We do believe this is going to be the next big esport. It is just going to happen, folks. It really is.
Why is your guy's dangly bits green on the outside?
I don't know. It must be the
Hulk.
The underwear showing through.
I'd much rather that he's the Hulk.
Okay. Let's get you.
Oh, little cartwheel there. Wow.
Yes. Did you like
One-handed hop.
One-handed hop.
Some people should be very careful with their jumps.
Yeah, some people should. Yeah, some people should. It's not like we lost an entire recording because we were very careless with our jumps. Okay.
I mean, early game there isn't really much need for jumps. So
Stop
if it does happen again,
Stop slapping Dick Butt in the face.
Exactly what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm the cat man.
trying to touch the cat.
Trying to touch the cat. Young Surette. Okay, I feel like I have to point out again in this episode that there are randomly generated names down here in the bottom corner of the map. Is everyone else getting the same name, Young Surette?
Yeah.
yeah.
That must be because we're running a private server rather than a public one.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Or it could have been the update.
Could have been the update as well, actually. Yeah, they've been fixing the new things. This game is new on Steam. It was originally released for Xbox Live Arcade. Oh. Interesting. I'm gonna put that pose into the category of breakdancer pose. Okay. Oh.
Nice.
Quite an interesting throw there. That was quite a risk you were taking there, Cian. Someone's got to help me here. I keep leaving my mouse on screen. Sorry about that. Someone's got to help me with the commentation here. I can't make up all the ridiculous names. Okay, what do we got here?
Fill off.
I kind of want to help you, but I would also like to concentrate. So.
We've got fill off.
Okay, we got Cian going for a standing pose. Arms out.
Just want to sneak my butt over the edge.
In. Okay, Catman is back for another round. Okay.
Oh.
Leroy Vandale.
Leroy Vandale. Yeah. Whoop.
Oh.
Very
oh.
Oh, did you like it?
I would like to say that was perfectly calculated, but I know it was 100% luck.
Yeah. Whatever. Whatever. You're just jealous of my skills.
Don't
Eat
you
it.
know, Keenan, Dobby never makes mistakes. Or should I say Leroy
No.
Leroy Vandale never makes mistakes.
That 3-minute long video that was just deleted was not a mistake, no.
What video?
Oh! Nice little hop. So I think we're officially in mid-game now. Early game is over. There's enough space for a bit of hopping.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yes,
Bit
that
of a
was
challenge.
quite an impressive jump. This is why we like space mode. It allows for very impressive jumps. Long distance jumps. Flinging. Okay. Darren going for the Star of David there. A pose
Speaking of Star of David, this competitor Moises.
Moises Van Leer. Star of David is a unique pose where one limb is attached to the surface of the previous player, and all 3 of the other limbs are outspread eagled as far as possible.
Get that thing out of my fist.
He said fist. No. I'd say up
Need
there.
to get my knob showing.
Up there. Get that knob showing.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, got Black Pikachu. Pika, motherfucker.
Some interesting design choices here. I'm wondering, what are your favorite aspects of Pikachu that you've incorporated into this character design?
Boot. Pikachu's well-known characteristic boot. If you're not familiar with it, maybe you should watch the Japanese version.
Specifically, that episode that sent all the kids to hospital.
Yeah, that's seizure episode.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
Woo!
It's a rough
Did you ever see the one
translation.
where Ash gets a gun pointed at him.
Yeah, I have actually.
Whoop!
Classic.
Woo!
Get your boot right in my dick.
Classic
Going
Pokemon.
for a crotch handstand pose here.
Oh.
2 hands vigorously clung to dick foot. Okay.
All the competitors got to worry about now is that he hopes it doesn't rip out the maulings.
Quite a nice fling from Nicolas Cage, aka Darren Kelly. The silly bastard from Carlo.
Darren has these early mounting throws all figured out.
Yeah, he's getting quite adept at the throwing, considering
Oh no, I stuck everything to him.
considering his usual sticky tumbler technique. You know, what would you?
Oh,
Now that I have you in the interview room, Kian, what would you call your own technique? That was very interesting. What would you call your own technique, Kian?
I usually limit it. Like I do a lot of flings, but I try and keep it to
Yeah.
just the 2 hands.
Yeah, very much. Very little contact on your part, Kian. I noticed that. It's very skillful. It's hard to do this. It's hard to do this kind of limb control in this game. It really is.
Yeah.
It's a very difficult sport. Requires a lot of hand-eye coordination and a lot of strength. I appreciate that.
That is something that I believe will become incorporated. I mean, be a very popular tactic as this game becomes more popular. You will notice that the arms are a couple pixels longer than the legs. So I try and use just those for contact because you can get a longer stretch if your legs are out of the way. Makes for more efficient travel.
Very interesting technique and good information there from Kian. Arms are longer than legs. Okay, bad.
You know what? I just want to help the sport.
Yeah, just want to help to see the sport grow.
The next goal is to get this sport in the schools.
Oh.
Quite a throw there, if I do say so myself, which I do. What?
We've got a good enough lenience now that we can do jumps.
Oh, did you like it? I did. What? Bah! I'm gonna go for a crotch grab handstand once again, because I do like that dick butt crotch. Yeah.
Some
So I
would
think
say
we're
your
officially
character.
coming into late game now, where
It's very
time
much
is
late
running
game,
low.
folks. Time is running low, and
using challenges, or using poses as challenges is really how you edge out and get the win.
yeah, that's very, very true, Kian. The pose is very important when it comes to beating out your
Darren.
opponents.
Killing it right now.
Darren is
40
very
seconds left and he's at the top.
at the top. Got a lot of time to pose here, Darren. He's going for a stand pose. Legs to be crossed there, which was an interesting pose. But once again, doesn't add much difficulty here, does it, Kian?
I'll see when I get there. I'm gonna hold judgment. I
Now-
don't think we've made it this late game in a space match, and I'm actually struggling to begin with. So
Yeah, no, I very much see the struggle here. Oh, but that was quite a nice throw. I would call that a Sheik's throw, actually. The legs were crossed the entire time. Darren, what do you think? Ooh, quite a nice cartwheel up the mountain. Quite a nice cartwheel.
Norman Vasil is making some very risky maneuvers.
Very risky maneuvers. Very
But
risky.
will they pay off?
I don't know. It's a bold strategy, Darren. Will it pay off? We'll see, I suppose.
And it has.
And it has. Okay, he's going for a breakdancing pose. The limbs are nice and curled in. And it's my turn again. So you guys have to take over the commentation. Okay, bad start.
Pretty
Oh,
poor start, to be fair.
so Hai
But
Peng.
a decent fling, yeah.
Decent fling.
Hai Peng staying with his name and being high.
High pong.
Cross the legs. Just hanging out there. And ready. What do you think he'll do, Keen?
I think he's trying to get the fling, but he's got too much limb contact going on at the moment.
Would you say he's too much of a scrub to do flings?
I think. Oh,
Yes, apparently.
classic Dobby move. Classic iGleeson over fling. And
Team iGleeson suffering
eliminated.
from the very persistent problem of over-flinging themselves.
So Niall, now that I have you in the interview room, you've just been eliminated. How does it feel?
I think Team iGleeson has been hit with some muting problems.
That could be the case.
Oh.
I think he may just be wrought with shock.
Had a few technical difficulties there, boys. As you can see, it flung me clean off the map. Okay.
Technical difficulties, eh?
Technical difficulties. Well, that was more in relation to me not saying anything. I hope you've been keeping up the commentating, Kian.
Yeah, we have.
Oh, good. Okay.
Sammy Trish is in this now.
And that was one of the
Oh.
most impressive flings I have seen. It had good speed, good direction, no spin. Very nice. Very nice. Definitely the next esport, Kian. What do you think?
I'm already gunning for the championship.
Gunning for the championship, it seems. Hear that,
It
folks?
hasn't been organized yet, but
Anyone's got any challenges for our reigning champion, Kian? Feel free to issue them, even though Darren's got the only win on our recording session so far.
Now, which competitive circuit
Hey.
would you say you'd compete in? MLG or EVO?
when I
Yes.
see their when I see this,
I'm the only one here who knows anything about competitive rings.
Shut up, Darren. Just fling yourself off
So-
the goat, would you?
Oh, I'm sorry.
so when I see
I thought the person who is talking to me right now got eliminated.
A lot of spin on that throw there. Wasn't very impressive. Darren is letting the side down here. Is very disappointing.
Well, you know, sometimes
Maybe Darren
No,
should go kill himself.
he's got some nice hand-to-hand hops going on. I don't think we
Yeah,
should let
hand-to-hand
personal
hops.
politics get in the way.
And to hands
Decent commentation.
yeah, the legs were nicely folded in on themselves there. He's got a good chic stance going here. Very much.
That is a favorite tactic of mine.
The two-arm swinging chic is what we're going to call that.
I'm glad to see Darren, taking after his hero and a legend in the sport.
It's Kiwi. is who I'm assuming you're talking about, because he's the only legend of the sport that I know of.
despite
sport-
losing 100% of the time in all of our games so far.
Maybe you should shut
no,
your whore mouth,
just-
Darren.
Recordings. So Darren, to
Okay.
get back to your question, once I see the standardized rule sets and the different meta games, because there are so many different ways to play this game, then I think I'll be able to make a more informed decision on what kind of tournaments, what rule sets I'm going to follow.
Very interesting input, Kian. I nearly didn't fall asleep. So, what is Darren going for here? The two-arm cling. Oh, he's got 2 feet awkwardly planted.
Got a bit of a sticky tumbler going on.
Bit of a sticky
And he's in
tumbler,
space.
which
There is no excuse for a sticky tumbler.
no excuse for a sticky tumbler. I don't know. Darren seems to get himself now into a very nice upside down arm to arm chic. It's very impressive.
That was good. One arm stick.
Oh, it's not for. It doesn't show very good limb control, Kian. when you see a veteran of the sport cling to an opponent with so many of his limbs. It's too many points of contact, and that was a very poor pose on Darren's part. Darren, what do you have to... Sorry, go
Darren
ahead.
doesn't seem to be taking this game very competitively. You know, he's just
He
getting
seem-
to the top and
You,
being silly.
you know, I just turn up here and I just win. So why bother showing off?
It's a very weak way to play the game, I have to say. Darren, what is it that you like? Just to explain your last pose, how does that make it more difficult for Kian to beat you?
Who said anything about difficulty? We're here, good friends, playing games. It just so happened.
So now
it
you're
just
trying
so,
to eliminate the competitive aspect of this.
It just so.
Very highly respected esport, and I do not appreciate that. This game is my life.
It just so happens that my friend is a scrub.
Is a dirty white collar scrub and doesn't deserve my attention.
Yes.
Yes. A very poor start. A time wasting jump is what I would call that, Kian. What would you agree?
I
Very
mean,
much so.
Considering that at this stage in the game, most of us have been clearing the first 5 or 6 bodies in one jump. We have been.
Most of us.
Even no, Darren included has been clearing those bodies in the first couple of jumps.
I don't know. This
I
just
think it's
seems
just
to
pure
be
time wasting.
a tangle here. Like his limbs, there are no outstretched limbs here. They're all folded in on themselves. It's
Yeah.
almost like, it's one of the killers of a game. I like to refer to it as the straitjacket, when all the limbs are just folded in on themselves and there's no real purchase to be had. It just shows very poor limb control on the
1
part.
second left,
And that
Scotty
is the
Queenan-
end of the game, folks.
Scotty
And
Queenan
what a
setting it
glorious
down.
game it was.
Tickety bot, tick, 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 bot, tickety bot, tick, bot.